internet seems to play a role in every aspect of our lives these days, and that includes romance. Australians are going online for love like never before, and many of them are getting scammed for everything they've got. Millions of dollars are flowing out of Australia and into the bank accounts of cyber love criminals around the world. But who are these scammers, and how do they get away with it? I want to track one down, but to do that, I need to start at the beginning. I've come to Brisbane, where the Queensland Fraud Squad runs the only victim support group in the country, dedicated to helping people who have fallen prey to online scammers.
We were vulnerable. We were conned. I want to see him in jail. That's where he belongs.
That's the first bit of bait.
Bait.
That was what was sent to me to get me to part with dollars.
I guess there's no easy way to put this, but did you think that you had a chance with somebody like that?
I thought, oh yeah, life's changed. It did change too, didn't it? Particularly after I got done for 10 grand.
I contemplated committing suicide twice. And I thought, why should I let these people get to me like this?
62-year-old Judy lost $45,000 to her scammer. But it's 79-year-old pensioner Bill whose story touches me the most.
I'm a gay person, but I haven't been living as a gay person. This was an opportunity for me to live a life that was the way that I was intended to live. I've borrowed, I've stole, what I have left is almost what I stand up in.
It's easy to think these people are somehow stupid, that any normal person would never fall for something like this. So I'm going upstairs to find out more from the two detectives who started the group. Give me a brief snapshot of the kind of person that would get taken in by a scam.
Look in the mirror. If you've got human emotions, you're potentially could fall victim to a fraud.
Everyone.
Everyone. None of us are immune.
But what about the scammers?
You're looking at a person who has got to have good communication skills, has completely no empathy.
They are professional criminals. They've made a conscious decision that they are going to commit criminal offences against people throughout the world.
How much money then is going out of Australia?
$8 to $10 million every month out of Australia.
If we're losing so much money, how many task forces like yours are set up around the country to stop this kind of thing?
None.
This is the only one?
Yes.
I can't believe this is the only group of its kind in the country, when so many people's lives are being ruined by internet scams. One of those people is Bill, who spoke so movingly at the support group. Detective Brian Hay told me that the retired Justice of the Peace's scam has been going for 2 years and reached epic proportions. Hello, Bill. How are you?
Sylvia.
How's it?
Tea? Or coffee?
Tea, please.
Is that too strong for you?
No, that's good. I like it strong.
Yeah, I'm a straight man.
You're a straight man? That's not what I hear. That's not what I hear.
As far as tea is concerned.
Bill came to terms with his sexuality late in life, and that led to him going online to meet other men.
I suppose with my loneliness and willingness to find a partner, I was maybe vulnerable. He told me that he would be coming back to Australia and he would settle here with me. That's when it all started.
Bill takes me through his scam, and it's so elaborate it's almost impossible to get my head around. It goes like this. Bill met a man online who claimed to be a US soldier serving overseas in Afghanistan. His name was Miller Duncan, and they fell in love. Miller Duncan asked if he could courier a package to Bill with a large sum of money inside for safekeeping. Bill agreed, but then, tragically, Miller Duncan was killed. Duncan's package of money got stuck in London, and Bill was asked to send a fee so it could be transferred to Australia, which he did. But the parcel kept getting stuck in different countries around the world, and Bill's nightmare began. Hundreds of authentic-looking documents, bank statements, courier receipts, court injunctions and fines came his way. More and more people got involved, including a man called Benjamin Boateng, who claimed to work for Barclays Bank in Ghana. Boateng was the person Bill trusted most. More than 2 years and $120,000 later, Bill has been left with nothing. Only his pension, which he is still sending off every 2 weeks in the hope of freeing the parcel that Miller Duncan sent. At what point in all of this, as you're sending more and more money across, at what point did you start to think,
I'm still not convinced that all of what I'm involved with is a scam.
so how are you going financially anyway, Bill? How are you coping?
I don't have money. It's my pockets. My fridge is...
So, what will make you stop sending money, Bill?
I just can't...
You want proof.
Yeah.
Which person do you want proof of, Bill?
Give me proof that Mr. Boateng is a genuine bank officer.
And if you get proof that Mr. Boateng is not a genuine bank officer,
Then they've all got to be scammers.
and then you will stop paying any money.
Yeah.
Bill's given me plenty to think about. I head over to meet Judy, who is also at the support group. The 62-year-old turned to internet dating after her divorce, and the $45,000 she lost is a huge chunk of her life savings. Have you lost other things as well?
I felt dirty. I couldn't have enough showers I felt as though I'd tainted myself. I tried to push away my friends. I didn't want anyone close.
Judy tells me she's met a new man online, a widower from Adelaide, and after only 4 weeks, he's proposed to her.
I said, I'd think about it.
Really?
Yes, I did. I said, I'll think about it.
Why would you get into something like that, Judy?
Because at this time, I want to see if it's real. It's a big step, I know. It's a very big step. And you might say, she's mad. But we have to learn to trust again. There's love out there. Where is it? We've got to find it. If it means that I have to go back to a dating site to do it, well, I'll go back on a dating site to do it. But it doesn't mean to say that I'm going to be scammed again.
I can understand her point about regaining trust, but to believe someone's proposal is genuine when you've never met? It's a stretch.
Bye.
Judy's promised to keep in touch and let me know how it all goes. All these scam victims seem like good people, but they also seem very gullible. I have to ask Brian and Graham, shouldn't they take a bit of responsibility for what's happened to them?
We see people fall in love online very quickly and they've never physically met the person, but they will do anything to save the love of their life. And if that means parting with every cent they own, they'll do it. It is an insidious, pervasive, ugly crime. And you get sick and tired of people wanting to give the victim a kick in the guts. If you want to give someone a kick in the guts, turn your attention, turn your anger and your frustration to those who deserve it. And that's the offender.
And just in case I think it's only older people who get scammed, Brian recommends I head out bush to visit Michael, a 30-year-old farmer from the remote Queensland mining town of Chinchilla. He's apparently too shy to attend the support group. Michael? Hey, Sabur.
How you going?
ABC. Nice to meet you. So how far are you from town?
We're about 16k.
Don't you miss people?
Never been around a lot of people in the first place. I've always grew up on a farm, and that interaction I suppose people have in town and that I've just never known it, so I've never missed it.
Michael goes into town only twice a year to socialise. So a few months ago, he tried some online dating sites and met a Belgian girl called Josie Jones, who was studying nursing in Ghana.
That there was meant to be the dress that I bought her for the birthday when she first asked.
In a short space of time, he spent more than $40,000 on Josie Jones.
Did it ever seem strange to you that, and this is no reflection
Yeah,
on you, you're,
no,
you're a good-looking man and an interesting man and all that kind of stuff. But when somebody as beautiful as this is showing as much interest, did it ever feel suspicious to you?
I suppose, first off, yes.
Did you ever say to her, "You're way too beautiful for me," or?
I did, yes.
Yeah? What did she say?
I was better looking than what I always thought myself to be.
And that satisfied you?
It made me feel better, yes. Yeah.
You thought eventually she would come here?
Yeah, the ultimate goal out of the whole thing was to find someone I could settle down with and eventually, settle down and get married, have kids, and through the whole process, she said she wanted exactly the same thing. So.
And Michael, in your life before that, had you been physical with women?
No, never been physical with a woman, which is how I sort of got led astray a bit easy, I suppose.
Do you want to get this person? Do you want revenge against these guys?
Some measure of it would be nice.
What would revenge look like?
Revenge would see them put in prison, I suppose.
Hey, thanks for telling your story. It's actually always difficult to hear because the people who are involved, like yourself, are always good people and just wanting something that they should be able to have. So,
yes.
You know.
Hope it helps a bit, that some good may come out of it. Tomorrow is another day and another set of possibilities.
He's right. And one of those possibilities is now running endlessly through my mind.
I want to go to Ghana. I want to go to Ghana and I want to take down Michael Scammer. Now, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but if I'm in Ghana, then it's also a lot easier for me to get the proof that Bill has asked for about this so-called Mr. Botanich from Barclays Bank. And I just feel like both of these guys are such amazing guys. They don't deserve what happened to them. And so if I can help, why don't I help? A couple of requests.
I start making calls. Detective Brian Hay thinks it's a great idea and might even come with me. Michael gives me permission to take over his identity and start communicating with his scammer.
Bill.
And Bill?
Hello, how are you?
Well, he still needs convincing. I head straight to the Gold Coast and I ask Brian to come with me to help intervene. We need to convince Bill to cut all contact with his scammers until I've gone to Ghana and come back with the proof he's asked for.
Hey, Bill. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
And Brian.
How are you going?
Bill, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you again. Come in, please.
Good to see you, Bill.
I got my pension payment last Thursday. And I haven't had a cent.
You sent it away again. We've got to stop that. And I'm going to be like the biggest shithead in the world because you're not going to like what I have to say. But I will say it because I'm being honest. And I will say it because I care for your future. And I will say it because I don't want to let the bastards take another cent out of your pocket.
I'm in such a...
Do you need some money? Do you need some food? Can I... look, we're all proud people, but would you let me help get some support for you? Please? That money is not coming, and you can't let the bastards beat you.
I think that they have beaten me.
No, they haven't.
I used to be able to walk down the street and hold my head high.
And you still can. Don't let them take that away from you. You are going to survive this.
I've got to get out of the situation that I'm in. I just don't feel as though I can handle it much longer.
Thankfully, Bill agrees to cut all contact with his scammers until I get back from Ghana.
I'll show you where the address is. There we go, contacts.
And finally, he hands over his email username and password so that his scammers cannot contact him and vice versa. It's a huge step.
Thank you. Well done. I'll see you again soon.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you, mate. What do you think our chances are of actually tracking down and catching Michael, Bill's scammer?
Depends how good you are on the net. The game's in your hands now, my friend. You've also got to be aware of the fact that people have been kidnapped and held for ransom.
I start the process of assuming Michael's identity. But with hundreds of emails to sort through and no experience in communicating with scammers, I realize I might need a little help from some experts.
Practically speaking, what do I have to do from this point?
You've got to understand the personality of the person you're taking over. If the fraudster see an opportunity, you cannot preclude or exclude the possibility that you couldn't be set up for a kidnapping.
Which is also why I need you there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
With Brian and Graham's instructions ringing in my ears and the idea that Brian might come to Ghana with me, I start communicating with Michael's scammer, Josie Jones.
These exchanges between me and Josie are so strange because she's lying to me, I'm lying to her, and after a while, you get so caught up in it, it just does your head in. The only difference is that I know that she's lying to me, but she does not know that I'm lying to her. How do I set up a sting to reel them in?
The pickings have been pretty lean, $50, $100, $200. If there's a potential there for a $5,000, $10,000 transfer, when the blood is in the water, there's a frenzy on.
So I tell Josie that I'm coming to Ghana to invest in some property, and I'm bringing $10,000 in cash with me. Hopefully, she'll take the bait. And then, in the middle of all this, I get a call from Judy.
Hello, Judy, how are you?
I'm on top of the world, thanks to you.
Why is that?
The last time I talked with Judy, she'd been proposed to by her new online lover, and he was flying into the Gold Coast to get an answer. But then...
No, he said, I was wondering if you could put $2,000 in my account for me.
What?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Judy,
yeah.
this guy tried to scam you.
He tried to scam me, and I just pressed the button, he was gone. And I thought, you rotten bastard.
So no more online relationships?
No.
Ever?
I don't know. I can't say ever, can I?
Unfortunately, just like Judy, my attempts to reel in an online catch have hit a snag. Josie Jones is no longer writing back to me. So I drop all mention of money and play the desperation card. I hope it works, because a week later, I'm off to Ghana. On a mission to prove to Bill that Benjamin Boateng from Barclays Bank does not exist, and to take down Michael Scammer, the so-called Josie Jones. The problem is it's been nearly a week since I've heard from her, and I might be flying halfway around the world for nothing. Three days after I arrive, I still haven't heard from Josie, and I'm beginning to get desperate. For real. But then, some good news. Detective Brian Hay arrives in town and immediately takes control.
What was in the last email?
Okay, the whole reason I'm here is because of you, and you have not responded to me. I can't believe you have behaved like this. I thought you loved me, and I thought I loved you too.
You need to send another email.
Yeah, okay.
You don't offer anything there except love. They can't cash that in and buy a can of soup. They want money. What if we work on the basis that you need her advice or someone she trusts, advice from someone she trusts?
My new email says I've got 10 grand in cash for property. And if Josie doesn't call me or find someone she trusts to call me, I'll take the money elsewhere.
Love always from your husband, Mick. Done.
See you upstairs, mate.
Okay, mate. Thanks for that.
No worries.
Cheers.
Literally 5 minutes after Brian leaves, I get a call from an unknown number.
Hello? Yeah, this is Michael. Desmond. Oh, you're a friend of Josie's, okay.
He's saying his name is Desmond and he's a friend of Josie. But I know the truth. This is the guy behind Josie. He's Michael's scammer. And I finally got the breakthrough I'm looking for.
They bitch. 5 minutes after you left.
Is that right?
I didn't tell them where I was.
Before we have time to formulate a plan, Desmond calls again.
So, do you know what hotel you're at?
Yeah, His Majesty.
Okay.
Shall I tell him I'll give him a call back?
It's up.
Hello, this is Michael. Is this Desmond? Yeah. Oh, sorry, Desmond. I need to get some more credit. Sorry. I'll give you a call back, okay? 1 second. He said, where are you now?
You've got to control the situation, not him.
He said he wants to meet up and he wants to take me to see Josie.
The woman doesn't exist, so
They're going to try and kidnap me.
potentially that could well be the case. Your whole purpose is to engage this person in face-to-face, yeah.
But before I do that, I need to get a sting in place. I need to slow Desmond down by asking him to do something he can't do.
Hello, is that Desmond? Hi, Desmond, it's Michael. I really want to see Josie. Yeah, she won't give me her phone number. I understand, Desmond, but please just tell her that I really want to hear her voice and talk to her. Please ask her to call me, okay? Thank you. Okay. This is the guy that scammed Michael of $40,000. I want to take him down. Arrest him. Throw him in jail. That's what Michael wants.
The next day, it's time to get hard evidence to prove to Bill he's being scammed. So we head to the Central Barclays Bank in Accra for a meeting with their head of corporate affairs. I have to find out whether Benjamin Boateng works there.
Mr. Boateng has been milking money from Bill for a long time now. And yet he's the only person in this whole scam that Bill thinks is real and completely trusts. So, if I can prove that Boateng doesn't work for the Barclays Bank in Ghana, and in fact doesn't exist, then Bill is going to acknowledge that everybody involved in his scam is fake. And he's going to stop sending any money for good, completely.
What I find out inside could change Bill's life forever.
Hello, is that Desmond?
Meanwhile, Desmond is calling me constantly, worried I might be taking the $10,000 to someone else.
I'm so sorry I was asleep. I'm still hungover from last night. He said, I'm going to get Josie to call you right now. Which obviously he's not going to do. So I think we're in a good place, basically. Hey, how are you, Desmond? Is this Josie? It's Josie.
Yeah?
Oh my God, Josie.
Yeah, Michael.
This is the first time I've heard your voice.
Yeah, I want to see you.
I want to see you as well. Yeah. I can't wait for that. I'm not even going to be able to think about anything else except you today. So I'll give you a call tonight from the hotel.
He's obviously going to go and pay somebody to do that. So he's now making a financial investment in this, which means he's going to have more emotional buy-in. You've got them where you need to have them.
Is it good?
That's very good.
So was he standing there next to her when she was...
Guaranteed. He was doing what I was doing. Standing beside, listening to what's going on.
She has a nice voice, doesn't she, Brian?
If you like that voice, that's fine. Thrill a minute.
Yeah. It's exciting stuff. Exciting as it is, though, I need to get my sting into action, and that means local police support. Brian has briefed Vance Kariba from the Ghanaian Economic and Organised Crime Squad, and he's keen to help out. What do we need to do from here?
You need to set the time that you want to meet.
Can he come like around 12 o'clock tomorrow at the Elisa?
Sure, he can. Afternoon, around 12 o'clock.
Vance, how often will these crooks carry weapons?
Well, you can be kidnapped. And when they do kidnap you, of course, one or two may have some locally manufactured weapons.
Has anybody ever been killed because of this?
So far, we haven't had situations where somebody has been killed, but they've been, injured through the, rescue operation,
I love you. I really love you. I miss you even now, speaking to you.
I love you so much. I love you, and you know that. God bless you for coming into my life, okay?
It's the day of the sting. And at a separate hotel, my crew has set up a room with everything we'll need to take Desmond down.
Can't see anything. Pen camera here. We've got a camera in here. There's a camera here, going across that way. We've got a camera here, which is actually just a camera sitting there.
Overt, covert.
And then we've got another SLR thing over here to capture us when we come in. My Michael disguise is this hat and these glasses.
Hello, Michael. Brian, hey.
Michael Ellison.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Well, you're on there with Desmond. The crew's going to be in here with the officers.
Okay.
They'll be listening to what's going on, listening for the code word. You've got to decide on what your code word is going to be.
The code word is red light.
Red light. Do not let your emotions take over losing your control of the situation. Don't start liking this person. Trigger something in your mind that allows you to maintain complete clarity. Just keep focused. You've got a job to do. You're feeling uncomfortable, threatened. Your safety's got to be paramount, so just get the red light call out and I'll go in.
In the lobby, a couple of undercover officers, male and female, are making their way up to my floor, and 5 more will wait downstairs. Brian will join them soon. Meanwhile, Desmond is ringing me constantly.
Well, what you
18 missed calls.
It's a tactic to unsettle me, and it's working.
You're excited.
Yeah.
Before you red light, and you need to ask him how he would help you utilise that 10,000.
Because that's incriminating?
Yes.
Okay. I need to get him to talk about the 10 grand.
Yes. Good luck.
Thank you.
Don't try to play a friggin' hero. If you're not comfortable, just call it off straight away. Nothing is more important than your safety.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay, I have a text message through from Josie. Hello, Nick. It's me, Josie. Why are you not picking my calls? I'll give her a call. Okay. Where are you now?
I'm home. Desmond is on the way coming to you. He'll be calling you any moment, okay?
He'll be calling me in a moment. Okay.
I'm on my own now. And despite the presence of the Ghanaian officers next door, I'm really nervous. I'm thinking about all the things that could go wrong.
Hello?
Yeah, we are downstairs. We are the reservation yard, okay?
I'll come down and get you.
Okay.
Going down. Ground floor.
Waiting in the lobby is nerve-wracking because I don't know what Desmond looks like. Finally, I see him. And I've got an unexpected problem.
My cousin. He doesn't say he'll be bringing it. Oh, yeah, I told you, but because I told you I don't know him. He's not saying, he's saying somewhere about 1 hour drive from Accra.
I should really back out. A second man is a real sign they could be thinking of kidnapping me. But I've come too far to turn back.
I'm very close to Josie, you know?
Yeah.
Josie told me all about this. And I told Josie, if you want to invest with us, you can invest, you can get money, you can do whatever you want to do.
You can help me with the $10,000 for the investment of the land?
Yeah.
How much would the land cost and where would it be?
We have to go to the villages. That's where we have good land.
First, you will buy it with the thing and then transfer it into my name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that
That's
makes
what-
sense.
yeah.
Okay.
I think I've got enough evidence for a conviction.
I want to be here to marry her, to marry her.
You have to live your life here.
Yeah, that's what I want, with Josie.
Suddenly, Desmond surprises me and raises the stakes.
I don't know, but I don't know why you are not insisting.
think-
We want you to go and see Josie.
This might be an attempt to get me to leave the hotel so they can kidnap me.
But she said only tomorrow.
You can do it today. She's back home from the hospital.
She said to me, I don't want you to see me like this because I'm feeling sick and down.
Because
Oh, that changes everything. That's amazing.
Now I'm sure it's a kidnap attempt. It's time to alert the police with my code word, red light.
In Australia, they have a saying for like a day like today when you're going to meet the woman that you're going to marry. You know what they call it? They call it a red light day. A red light day. Yeah, it's an important day.
They have to get more red flowers.
That's right. They call it a red light day.
Red light. That's the cue for the cops to bust in. But they're not busting in, and I'm stuck in the room with two dangerous criminals.
Red light, red light, red light.
I move into the bathroom to play for time. And then the door camera cuts out and my wire goes dead. I'm completely isolated. What I don't know is that next door, my producer John realizes there's been a complete misunderstanding. The officers think their colleagues downstairs are supposed to come up and make the arrest. But there's no time. John finally convinces them to go out and do it alone. But is it too late? The arrest is made off camera, and before my film crew can even get in to record it, the police have rushed them downstairs. And I am whisked out the back door and off to the station, where I can finally let out my emotions.
You know, straight after, oh my God, I had so much adrenaline. I just wanted to come and hug you. I was like, yeah! Sorry. When I was in the middle of that room, my balls, as they say, were swinging in the wind. That's what they say, isn't it, Brian?
You're telling the story, Sybil. They're your testes, not mine.
We've arrested the guy who has been torturing Michael.
That's right.
Well done.
Desmond is in the interrogation room being processed. The police tell me he's confessed to taking $25,000 of Michael's money, and if convicted, will go away for 3 years. As I head back to Australia, I'm still coming off a high of pure fear-fueled adrenaline. I can't believe we've gone and done it. Scammers rarely get caught, and we've taken down a guy who has probably been scamming hundreds of other people in Australia and around the world. As soon as I land, I head straight to Bill's place. He's waiting for the news on whether Benjamin Boateng from Barclays Bank is real or fake.
Bill, before we do that, I want to check one thing, okay, just to see how everything's been going since last time. You remember when you showed me the fridge? Because the last time it was empty, right? Wow. Meat? Vegetables?
That's the veggies, yeah.
Have you been shopping more consistently since we left than before?
Because I've got a better income.
Right. Have you given any money?
Not very much.
Bill.
Was only $100.
I need to tell him the news he's been waiting for. If Boateng is fake, then Bill has agreed to stop sending any more money overseas.
I'm sure by the looks on your face it's going to be rather good news, not bad news.
This is from Barclays. We hereby confirm on behalf of Barclays Bank that Mr. Benjamin Boateng is not a staff member of Barclays Bank Ghana Limited.
Wow. Wow.
At our last meeting, Bill, you kept saying, show me the proof.
Yeah.
Now you've got it. Do you understand that?
Yes, I think that I have to admit that the proof that I asked for, you've supplied. And I've got to accept that now.
Bill has turned a major corner. And now I head to Brisbane to go to the monthly victim support group meeting. And Michael meets me there so I can fill him in on what's happened in Ghana.
Desmond's on the left.
Oh, okay. It's a good outcome to a bad situation, so.
They would get a minimum of 3 years in jail.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty bloody good, actually.
It's typically understated, but I know Michael well enough now to recognise that he's genuinely moved, and that means a lot to me.
Good evening, everyone. Have I got a story for you?
Michael actually comes along to the support group. And for a guy who was too shy to take part only a few months ago, this is a huge step forward. Judy's here with new hair and a new attitude.
And you said that you had caught the image of an... Is this a new scammer, Judy?
This is a new scammer. Here he is.
Have you gone back online looking for love?
You for real?
Well, then how did this guy come along?
This is what I do now.
What are you doing now? Trapping scammers?
Trapping scammers.
And have there been any more marriage proposals?
Oh, there's been a couple, but I don't take any notice of them anymore. I'm not interested.
Do you think in the future you might actually go out on some real dates?
You're getting a bit too long in the tooth, I think. And a bit limp elsewhere.
It means a lot to me to see these people in better spirits after what they've been through. I don't think they're greedy or stupid. I think they wanted a connection with other human beings and they were betrayed by criminals. They gave in to the very human frailties of being too trusting, too hopeful, too eager to please. But in the end, aren't we all susceptible to those weaknesses?
See you, everyone. Okay, bye. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Take care, you're gorgeous.
And as I'm walking out of the meeting, I can't help but think, there, but for the grace of God, or whatever deity or not you believe in, go I. Next time on Head First,
Because I want to be a famous superstar.
a fame wannabe
Who the hell are you?
gets the opportunity of a lifetime in return for one little thing.
A sex tape.
Sex tapes.
Sex tape.
We do leaked sex tapes. I wouldn't do a sex tape or a porno.
But is she really ready to go all the way for fame?
If you knew I wasn't going to do that shit in Australia, why bring me here? I take back what I said. I'll do anything.
After cutting all contact with the scammers, Bill has now returned to the role that gives him most meaning in life, Justice of the Peace. I take Michael to see matchmaking guru Samantha Jane so she can skill him up for some dating in the real world.
Think about, say, 5 questions that you ask.
Yep.
If you ever get stuck for words, you've just got them in the back of your pocket.
And after a disastrous practice date,
I take it you're not
That
meant
is
to do that.
horrendous.
Michael goes on a real date with a girl named Lulu.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
And after starting terribly, he remembers the training.
I have an old blue heeler dog, actually.
Oh.
Doesn't like his toenails cut. He doesn't like his toenails cut. He's very fussy.
And breaks the shackles, leading to something that no one could have predicted.
You want to go somewhere else or do you want to stay here?
No dates in 30 years, and then 2 in one day. Michael is on his way.